Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Somebody let us know in the comments if we have audio.
I can check. Still gotta check the line out. Should be alright. I think we're good. I'll check.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
We are good. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll check on our sponsors at this time. Be back for pregame talk. Don't you dare go anywhere.
It's year 6 of Under the Lights, and tonight we've got a huge football game on deck. Get your popcorn, grab your favorite drink, and crank it up to 11 because high school football is live right here on Under the Lights. Get ready for those holy cows, the Gary Swallow wows, and the unforgettable plays that will have us talking for years to come. It's 48 minutes of pure excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Live from the broadcast booth, here's the voice of Under the Lights, Jordan Taylor.
Well, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Raiders Stadium tonight, Week 10. It is Friday Night Football, and you're starting to feel it in the air, Mr. Swallow.
Yes,
You
sir.
got two good ball clubs. You got a district title on the line. Playoff seeding is on the line. A lot on the line here. Senior night for the Raiders. Iota trying to come on the road and spoil the party. Two good football teams, great coaching staffs. It's going to be a whole lot of fun this evening.
Oh, yeah, Jordy. Whole lot of fun, a whole lot of excitement. I think we're going to see a lot of good football here played here tonight. Two quality teams. Can't wait to see the kickoff.
Gary, our first time we're going to get to see this matchup. There's been some great ones the last couple years when these two have met on the gridiron. Tonight, it will be live on senior night, live for the district title. You cannot get any better than what we got on full display this evening.
Not at all, Jordy. You got, like I said, two quality ball clubs. There's going to be which one wants it the most, and they're going to have to leave it out on the field. And like I said, I'm excited. I can't wait to get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in pregame at this time. Iota, they're on the field. They're wearing white on white tonight. Northwest wearing black on gray tonight. How about we introduce you to the head football coaches for both teams at this time? Ladies and gentlemen, head football coach for the Northwest Raiders, Coach Chris Edwards. What a tremendous job he's done here in his tenure.
Most definitely, Jordy. Great job with keeping those kids pumped up and excited and playing well.
A couple quarterfinal appearances, a semifinal appearance last year. This team, under his leadership, my goodness, the sky's the limit.
Right. And they're going to be shooting high this year.
And you got on the other sideline, Coach Ray O'Quinn, phenomenal coach, great friend to the platform. What a tremendous man he is, a leader of men.
Oh, most definitely. Good program over there in Iota. Man, hard team to beat every year. Like I said, just exciting to see them play.
Seems like they're always in the conversation.
Yes, sir.
When you're talking Bulldog football. Gary, let's check on records at this time, my friend.
Yes.
Northwest comes in with a 7-2 record, 5-0 in district play, currently ranked number 12 in the Division II non-select rankings at this time. And with all the chaos that unfolded earlier today, who knows when we will have playoffs.
Right, Jordy. That's kind of unfortunate, but hopefully they'll fix that up real soon and we can get back to normal.
Let's check out on Iota. 8-1 record, 5-0 in district play, currently ranked number 7 in the Division II non-select playoffs. So this one, it's got a lot on the line.
You're definitely right on that, Jordy. A lot of implications in this game.
Both teams trying to play first-round football back at their home fields, and I think win or lose, whoever walks away here will secure it no matter who leaves tonight.
Right. I think no matter what, I think you're looking at a home playoff game for both of these teams.
Let's check out on the game day weather, Mr. Swallow.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we are 76 degrees, slight wind in the air, only about a 10% chance of rain, but this is Louisiana. You never know what can happen.
You're right, Jordy. Yeah. If you don't like the weather, go back inside, wait 10 minutes, and walk out again.
What else we got for you, Mr. Swallow?
Let's see.
How about we check on impact players for tonight's ball game? We start with the Northwest Raiders, and you got to go with number 0, Kevon Johnson. What a running back sensation he is.
Yes, sir. Talented young man. He's got to show good today. Along with his teammates, to just keep things rocking and rolling for the Raiders.
And if they sail out to stop the run here this evening, number 7, Craig Malvo could do some damage.
Oh, yes, sir. Exciting ball player. Got great abilities. Can't wait to see him play.
And your final one, the defensive end. He is a bull. He's a tank, my friend. He's going to cause havoc all night. Number 9, Devon Thibodeau.
You're right, Jordy. They better put 1, maybe 2 people on him, and then I don't know if that's going to stop him. He's very, very consistent pass rusher, and he's very good at the run, so look out.
Let's check out on Iota. Impact players for the Bulldogs, my friend. You start with number 6, Jace Lawn Chair.
Yes.
Launche.
Launche, yeah.
I almost had it.
Yeah. Very talented young man. Very important for him to, get off to a good start.
Number 11, the quarterback this evening, Peyton Renfro. It starts with him, and it's going to end with him.
You're right, Jordy. He's the general on offense. He's got to set everybody up and make it happen for Iota to be successful.
And how about the big defensive tackle? When we seen the Iota Bulldogs earlier this year, he blocked the extra point that was the decider, and he had the game-winning sack.
Right.
Trevor Ruffner, number 48.
Yeah, Jordy. When you got a young man like that on defense, he just got to keep everything in front of him and go after the ball. And he's a ball hawk.
You talk about two good ones on the defensive line this evening with Thibodeau and Ruffner.
Yes, sir. Most
Keys
definitely.
to victory, Mr. Swallow. Northwest, your defensive line. Make Renfro uncomfortable tonight.
Correct.
Win the trenches on both sides of the football. You got to limit the penalties. You do not want any penalties that's going to stall drives or give first downs for the Bulldogs. And also, play for your seniors this evening, my friend. It is senior night, and a lot is on the line. And I got one more for you.
Go ahead.
Feed Kevon all night.
Yes, you got to keep on. He's got you here. Keep feeding him.
Keys to victory for the Bulldogs. Get 11 hats to the ball. Kevon's sensational talent. He can bust one at any moment. Have a big night, Mr. Renfro. He can do it with his legs. He can do it with his arm. He's got to have a big night. Special teams couldn't win this ball game. Iota got an edge in that department. No busted coverages on the back end, and win the time of possession. And you got a shot.
Yes, sir. These two ball clubs are so evenly matched, Jordy. I think it's going to be a good ball game from beginning to end. I'm excited to see it go.
And we will check out the broadcast. On the broadcast tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Taylor doing play-by-play color. Gary Swallow, producer tonight. Enoch Brogy. We go back to the field this time. Both teams' final words, final prayers, and we get ready for a great one. They're fixing to take their sidelines, Gary.
Yes, sir.
Enoch, final words before we get this one kicked off this evening.
Very excited about this game. District championship games always have a lot on the line. It's bragging rights for the next year. But both of these teams are trying to move up in the Division II non-select rankings, trying to maybe get a better first-round opponent. So there's so much on the line in this game. It's very exciting, waiting for this one to kick off.
And we should see a good officiating crew this evening, Gary. Expect them to send a good crew for this district title game.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, Jordy.
It's a stalemate at this time.
Yeah, I think they're kind of, it looks like Iota's
Here comes
getting ready
Iota. Northwest is locked in arms on the other sideline over there in the end zone.
Right.
It looks like the Bulldogs will head to their sideline first this evening.
Welcome all of the fans.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, this evening. Week 10 Friday Night Football live on Under the Lights. Myself, Mr. Gary Swallow, Enoch Brogy. Proud to bring you this one. If you have not hit the like and share, go ahead and do that at this time. Let's get ready for a great one. Here comes the Bulldogs, Mr. Swallow.
Yes, sir. As Bulldogs take the field.
Supporting the student athletes.
And we go across the field. The band starts to crank it up. Raiders locked in arms. It's senior night, ladies and gentlemen.
Captains, followed by the presentation of colors and
And here comes the Northwest Raiders.
the Northwest Raiders.
Gary, we've had some big ones this year.
This is one of the biggest we've
You can
had.
put this one up there also.
Yes, sir. One of the
Big
biggest
time
games that we've
implications
had.
on the line.
And after that, we'll have the presentations of the captains at this time.
We check on those captains at this time, my friend. For Iota, number 24, Lance Beasley. Number 6, Jace Lanche. Number 25, Connor Frugier. And number 11, Peyton Renfro. For the Raiders. Let's see who we got here, Mr. Swallow.
Can't really tell right now, Jordy.
All the seniors are gonna walk out, but we'll see who the 4 captains are. Number 9, Devon Thibodeau. Number 74, Traylon Butler. Number 63, Curtis Harrison. And number 55, Miles Smith. No audio on the field tonight. Short crew. We don't have everybody, Mr. Swallow, so we cannot give you audio.
That's fine. We can handle it from up here right now, Jordy. We'll
Showing great sportsmanship here at the coin toss.
Yes, most definitely, most definitely.
Miles Smith for the Bulldogs. Jay Leitner. Peyton Renfro.
What would you want here, Gary?
I'll be honest with you. I'd defer. I would probably defer and wanted the second half just to see what everybody else would do.
The referee scoring time.
Total agreement with you, Gary. I always defer.
Yeah,
always.
I'm a firm believer to defer.
Absolutely.
John Williams.
Gary, this is your first opportunity to see the Iota Bulldogs. We did get to see the Northwest Raiders back in week 1, but that's a long time ago, 9 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they've polished themselves up and got everything to really crisp this year. Week 1 to week 10, there's a lot of difference.
Long discussion here, and we'll see who won the toss. Looks like the Bulldogs have won the toss.
Yes.
And they will defer to the second half, and the Raiders will get the football. And here on senior night, Gary.
Yes, sir.
Raiders going to start out with the football.
Jordy, I love sportsmanship like that. That is so awesome.
2 teams that a lot of respect for each other.
Most definitely.
Great football coaches on both sides. And we're fixing to have us a heck of a football game, and it looks like we're ready for the national anthem, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Gary Swallow, the stage is set. The district title is on the line. It is week 10. Buckle in, ladies and gentlemen. 4 quarters of weights, 48 minutes to decide a week 10 winner. It does not get any better than this.
No, Jordy, this is, a lot of excitement in the air. Can't wait to see the kickoff and see how these 2 teams can, represent their schools. I think it's going to be an exciting ball game. I think it's going to be a lot of electricity in the air. Like you said, just a lot of excitement.
Packed house in this one. This is a standing room only type of environment. This looks like quarterfinal football a little earlier
You're right,
in
Jordan.
the season.
Chris Edwards. Principal for Iota, Colby Wallace. And for the Northwest Raiders, it's
Back deep for the Raiders, number 7, Craig Malvo.
Yeah.
Kicking off for the Bulldogs, number 99, Patrick Ayton. Enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for choosing Under the Lights. Boot meets ball, and we're underway here in the district title game.
by the Raiders.
And number 2, there on the return, it was Marquez Davis, and here comes Jaden Chavis.
Right.
And this Raider offense, Mr. Swallow.
Be 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line, Jordy. That's what it looks like. 32, 33, give or take a little bit. Yep.
And we will
32.
get to see the talented running back right out the gates.
Oh, yeah, Jordy. I think it's going to be exciting. Look out.
Buckle in. Great 48 minutes begins.
Calling the signals for the Raiders.
And they will start out shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Johnson waits in the backfield, and he gets an early carry here. And
Outside.
Johnson,
Oh, my goodness.
gaping hole, picks up a first down, and early impact player making early big plays.
Looks like he got about 15 yards on that run, Jordy.
Chains will move, 1st and 10. Raiders on the move from the 47-yard line.
The 47-yard line.
This time they have trips up to the top. 1 lone receiver here at the bottom. And they fake the handoff to Johnson.
Yeah, no, he went nowhere. Lost him. Looks like he lost about 2 yards,
And
Jordy.
Chavis is brought down for a loss of 2. That time, Bulldogs sniffed it out.
Yes, sir, Jordy. They pretty much had that red, and they were on top of him before he could make a cut.
Got some big defensive tackles this evening. You got to keep your close eye on big 91.
Yes. To be
Makai Ashford, number 48, Trevor Ruffner.
Right. Be 2nd down and 13, Jordy.
2nd and 13 after the loss.
Yard of the ball now resting on about the 44-yard line.
And Chavis waits for the snap. And Kevon Johnson, another gaping hole, and he may take it the distance. And a touchdown saving tackle. But 2 runs this evening.
Whoa.
And 2
Jordy.
gaping holes. And he's got to be close to that 40-yard marker here early.
That's unbelievable, Jordy. He had nothing but daylight in front of him. Great job by the cornerback and the safety to come across and get him down. But man, that was that close.
Yes, sir. He gets a breather here. Checking into the game at the running back position, number 5, Samuel Lede. Couldn't have scripted a better start if you're the Raiders.
You're right, Jordy.
Inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Raiders have marched right down the field. Lede gets the carry, and Lede goes in. He walks in, touchdown Raiders. And just like that, 4 plays later, and the Raiders strike first at home.
What a statement, Jordy. What a statement to say, hey, we're going to get the ball, drive it right down the field and score. Oh, my goodness. Very, very impressive.
That was a Kevon Johnson drive.
You're right,
but that
Jordan.
was a 14-yard scamper to the end zone from Samuel Lede. And number 25 on to do the kicking duties here, Gavin Fontenot. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is no good. But we do have a penalty flag.
We have a flag on the play.
So this may have another opportunity here unless they want to send the offense on the field.
I don't know, Jordy. Could it be running into the kicker? That's going to be a half the distance penalty or a re-kick, and I'm not sure
I think the offense is going to come back on the field here and attempt 2. You could take it on the kickoff, but right now, you give your offense that just marched right down the field an opportunity to get 2 points here.
Right, they're going to come back and they're going to just, why not go for 2? You got half the distance to penalty with that offense. Look out.
Let's see who's at the running back position. I think they're going to go Wildcat here
Indication offside.
with the big defensive tackle, number 63, Curtis Harrison. Going to take the direct snap, and that's a big man running downhill. Two-point conversion is good.
Wow, Jordy. They got to him, but they just could not stop
You
him.
can't tackle him. All he needs is a yard.
That's what I'm saying. They got to him, but they just did not stop him. I mean, he bounced a couple times and just kept that momentum going.
Ladies and gentlemen, your touchdown sponsor this evening is Howard Pools and Company right there in Opelousas, Louisiana. You know about that company, Gary.
Oh, yes, sir. A very reputable company. I've been knowing the Howard family forever, and it's under new ownership. But, man, let me tell you something. Great company, very loyal people, and they serve the Opelousas and Acadiana area well.
Gary, it took 4 plays, marched right down the field. Your new score with 9:47 to play here in the first quarter. Northwest 8, Iota 0. And now if you're the Bulldogs, you want to go answer here. You do not want to go 3 and out and give it right back to Northwest.
That's amazing. A 2-minute and 13-second drive.
25, Gavin Fontenot tees it up back deep for the Bulldogs. Looks like number 6, Jace Lanche. Let's see who gets an opportunity here. And it's a beauty of a kick back at the 10-yard line. And it's Lejeune on the carry and slipped up on his own feet.
About a 21. 22.
And Iota will have to start up inside their own territory from the 21-yard line.
Correct.
Gary, here comes Peyton Renfro and that senior-led offensive group here.
Right. Now let's just, this is important. We need to see how they can answer to that score. They went down the field pretty quick. Can Iota do the same thing? Very important.
Running back in the backfield with Renfro is Mr. Fruge. Got some good receivers on the outside. And number 1 returns this week also, Noah Ardran. And he is taken down for a loss of 2.
Wow, Jordy. They read that really quick. So loss of about 1.
One of our impact players right there in pregame with the first tackle on the defense, Thibodeau.
Most definitely. Second and 11.
So 2nd and 11. Ball is at the 20-yard line. 2 receivers split out wide to the left, 1 to the right, and we got whistles. False start is the call. Gonna back him up and make this 2nd down a little bit longer.
So it'll be 2nd down and 16.
We talk about limiting penalties. You do not want to be behind the chains in this type of ball game.
No, not in this atmosphere. No, it's hard to win over here at Raider Stadium.
Especially on a senior night with a district title on the line.
Correct.
Renfro often uses his legs, Gary, but right now behind the chains, he's just gonna have to try to get some of this yardage back in. They're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, you're right.
Swing
Man.
pass to Fruge. Taken down by number 33, Joseph Guillory.
That brings up 3rd down now and 16 yards to go.
Actually, 3rd down and more like 18, 19.
Maybe try to get it back with a screen play here, but long way to go, my friend. And they will go Renfro here. And we talked about it. You did not want to go 3 and out, and that's exactly what happened. You had to send a punting unit out. And we talked about scripting up a great start. Right now, the Raiders have the momentum and fixing to get the ball.
They definitely didn't want that to happen, Jordy.
Aiden on to do the punting duties. Number 1, back deep for the Raiders. That is Reginald Laverne. See if he can flip the field here, Gary. No rush here. And it's a beauty, but Laverne will have a shot around the 49-yard line. Gonna try to get to the sideline here. Can he get the wall? He has it, Gary. One more block, and he may take it a distance.
He cuts back.
And he's taken down.
Saving tackle by Looks like number 44. Is that 44?
Yes, sir.
Man, talk about that was set up so well.
Laverne, he let the wall set up, got down, and he was one tackle away from a punt return touchdown.
Right, you're right, Jordan. Very patient running right there. Set up his blockers and went. That was great.
Now they have it 1st and goal from the 10-yard line, Gary.
Yes, sir.
And before you know it, this one could be 2-score game in a blink of an eye.
It's going to be 1st and goal, Jordy. It's sitting on the 10.
1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Lede is in the backfield. He gets the carry here, and he's brought down by Ruffiner.
Ruffner was on the stop for the Bulldogs, so it brings up 2nd down and
the 2nd down and goal from the 10.
goal from the 10.
So no gain there. 2nd and goal from the 10.
So it brings up 2nd down and goal from the 10.
New back in the backfield here. See if you can get his number, Gary.
32.
Number 32 takes the handoff, and I think that's Ruffiner again.
Yeah. 7.
Correction. Number 7 on the stop.
7, and it looks like 20,
Mason Lance.
21? 21? 7 and 21.
Now you turn to your quarterback here, Jaden Chavis, see if he can make a play with his arm.
Right. It's a very big play for the Iota Bulldogs. They need to keep Northwest out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 12-yard line. You know you got a good kicker on your sideline. Do you just take the points here if you don't go get it?
Yes, 3rd down.
Correction, 3rd and goal from the 12. See if they give him some time to throw. Running out of time, and he's all the way back, and guess who's on the stop? Number 48, Trevor Ruffner. It's why we put him as an impact player in pregame.
You're right, Jordy. You're right. Very, very. So basically they went backwards. You know, instead of going into the end zone, they actually lost 10 yards, so it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 20-yard line.
So do you give Fontenot a chance here, or you keep your offense on the field and throw one to the end zone?
Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, Jordy.
You look at these receivers here. Number 2 is down here at the bottom. That is Marquez Davis, and you got 1, Reginald Laverne at the top. 7's in a slot. We got whistles. Timeout, Raiders. So we're going to talk about this play call. We'll step away, ladies and gentlemen. 5:11 to play, 1st quarter. Northwest 8, Iota 0. Big 4th down. When we come back, we're going to go check on one of our sponsors at this time. How about Howard Pools and Company?
Thank you for all that you do in supporting Northwest High School.
Howard Pool Company, taking pride in every pool since 1973. Locally owned and operated, serving all of South Central Louisiana, specializing in new construction, genuine and vinyl liner swimming pools. Give Mr. Kyle Vidrine a call today at 337-942-7222.
Ball resting on the 20-yard line.
After the timeout, Gary, the decision is made. No field goal. They're keeping the offense on the field, and they're switching the offense formation over to this side here. 3 good receivers on this side, 1 good one at the top. Who did they go to here on 4th and goal? You got to throw one to the end zone. Can his line give him some time here? Looks, flag on the play, and the pass falls incomplete here. So would be a big stop if this is turnover on downs, but we have to wait to see what the call is. Might be an illegal formation here, and they saying you had a man downfield, so you had a legal lineman downfield.
Chances are somebody was covered up.
Okay.
And that's where it happened.
Somebody must have been covered up and couldn't go out for a route, so turnover on downs, 1st and 10 from the 20, 8-0 your score,
Right.
5:04 to play, first quarter.
That was a very big stop for Iota. They could not afford to go down, by 2 scores. So let's just see how they respond to that, get the momentum, and let's see how the Raiders can answer to that.
3 and out a minute ago.
Yeah.
Big penalty stall their drive. Can they get something moving here on drive number 2? They're going to try to establish the run, and they run it with Renfro, but that's tough sledding this evening, trying to run up on that front 7.
Yeah, a gain of about 3.5. Right at 4.
But you take your positive yardage.
Yes, most definitely.
You want to stay in front of the chains.
You definitely want to do that, yes.
Picked up 3, 2nd down and 7. Renfro drops back to pass. They're going to throw a little middle screen. Pass is tipped up, and 63 had a golden opportunity. Curtis Harrison.
That was...
Boy, he was looking big man touchdown right there.
Tipped it up, and it just was right out of his reach, Jordy. He was going for it. Very close.
So here we go again.
Third down. 7.
Iota trying to avoid back-to-back 3 and outs. Raiders defense, they've come to play this evening.
You're right, Jordy.
Renfro drops back to pass, looks, fires, and a pass should have been intercepted.
Number 6 slipped down, Jordy. Slipped down on the play.
Ty Sam. He saw end zone.
You're right. Hit him right in the chest.
And another 3 and out. And the punting unit will come out for the Bulldogs. And Laverne, he just almost took one to the house a minute ago. Let's see if Ayton doesn't make that mistake again, and he angles this one towards the sideline.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't think they're gonna send it to him. He's gonna have to run for whichever side they go to.
No rush here, and they will kick it straight to him. And this one takes a roll, but Laverne picks it up off the bounce. Not the best footing this evening on both sides. We've seen some early slips. Had some rain early in the week.
Yes, sir. Still, it's kind of slick out there, and you can tell. But hey, golden opportunity, first down and 10 at the 39-yard line for the Raiders.
First and 10, Gary, from the 39-yard line. Drive number 3 for the Raiders. And they will go Wildcat here. Number 7 checks into the game. Craig Malvo calls his own number here. He's taken down and looked like Ruffner on the stop, along with number 44, Grant Broussard.
Gain a 2 on the yards.
So at time to time, we will see Malvo checking at the quarterback position. So he's a dynamic player that can give you a lot of options on this offensive side of the ball.
You are so right, Jordy. So right. Put the ball in his hands, give him some space, and look out. Let him shine.
2nd down and 7. A fast-moving first quarter, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Didn't realize that.
Ball lies at the 42-yard line. We'll check on scores around the state coming up at the end of the first quarter. Malvo stays in the game. This time he will throw one, and it's tipped up, and it falls incomplete. That was number 1.
Yeah.
Noah Ordran on the coverage, and we're starting to see some footing here. A lot of guys slipping this evening. The receiver couldn't come out of his break there.
A lot of slipping right now, Jordy. Field looked pretty good, pregame. I guess it's just because it had
such some rain early in the week.
Right, so it just saturated a little bit. See how each team can adjust to that.
Yeah. 3rd down and 7 for the Raiders. Chavis checks back in that quarterback, and he pulls it here in a good time to pull it. Let's see if he gets that first down, and he's going to be about 2 yards short, so good rally to the football there from the defense.
You're right, Jordan.
Have not seen,
3 yards to go with the ball.
we have not seen
47-yard line.
number 0 since that opening drive, Gary. Have to see what's going on.
Right. Looks like they're going to go for it, or at least try to get them to jump.
Might be long count here. 4th down and 3. Here comes the blitz, and they did get him to jump. But we got a slot receiver here that also moves, so we'll see which side is it on. And the Raiders are starting to, let's see, a long discussion here. You had a defensive tackle move, you had a slot receiver move, so we'll see.
Which one came first? Which one happened first?
Which one went first? Long discussion here. Let's see what the call is.
What the call is.
Offsides is the call
Iota
against the Bulldogs.
He must have came across first before the outside guy moved, Jordy.
That's going to be an automatic first down, but you had to expect the long count was coming in that situation.
Most definitely.
You got to be disciplined if you're the Bulldogs.
Oh yeah, you can't give them first downs like that, Jordy.
Chains will move. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. And they're going to swing it out here. And the pass is complete to number 10. Slips a couple tackles. And Dylan Gibble picks up about 5 yards.
On the stop, number 42.
So I see Kevon Johnson. They're working on his ankle, getting it taped up on the sideline. We'll see how long he's out the game, Gary.
You're right,
but would be a huge loss.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Samuel Lede, Craig Malvo gonna have to take the hefty workload from now. And Malvo checks in the game at the quarterback position. Might be a design quarterback run coming here. And it is. And he runs right into the defensive end. Big 88, Mason Hoyley. There to take him down for a gain of 1.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5 yards to go after no gain.
Yeah, actually he lost a little bit, Jordy.
Okay.
Lost about a yard.
Ball lies at the 43-yard line. 3rd and about 5 with 1:22 on the game clock here, 1st quarter.
Yes.
Northwest gonna have to pick up a little tempo here. Play clock under 10 seconds. 5 seconds, and it looks like everybody's set. They're ready to go. Here comes the blitz again. Quarterback will pull here, and it's a good run from Chavis. Chavis gets a couple blocks. Penalty flag flies. And he's pushed out of bounds, and Gary, the first down will stand. But the holding call here will back him up a little bit. What you saw, my friend?
I couldn't really tell. I don't know about holding, but
holding is the call.
Block in the back. Illegal block in the back.
No, sir. He held holding up. Yep.
He did that.
So we'll see where they spot this football.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. He's going to get a first down.
First down no matter what, but it will be 10-yard penalty, and they will have it 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line with 51 seconds, and the clock will run.
Ball resting on the 32-yard line. Ball is carried by Chavis.
Chavis hands it off to Lede. Lede getting some good blocks. And a shoestring tackle there, but not before he reeled off 16
yards. First down.
For another first down.
Great run, great read. Oh, my goodness.
They don't have to snap it here if they don't want to. They can take it to the end of the 1st quarter and head on down to the other side of the field, and I think that's what Coach Edwards will do here. Fast-moving 1st quarter. 12 minutes have come and gone, ladies and gentlemen. Your score after 1 played in this district title game. Northwest 8, Iota 0. Stick with us, folks. You're watching Friday Night Football Live Week 10 edition. We'll check out one of our sponsors at this time.
Gary Swallows Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock Martial Arts, serving Opelousas and the surrounding area since 1988, with programs specially designed for all age groups. Tiger Cubs, 4 and 5-year-olds, juniors, 6 through 11-year-olds, teens, 12 to 15-year-olds, and all adults, 16 and above. Give us a call at 337-948-3433 so you can set up your first free trial class, meet all of our certified instructors, and take the first step towards joining our martial arts family. Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock, teaching life skills and personal development, one student at a time.
Back here at the end of the first quarter, and we go with a double move here. Throws it to Laverne, and Laverne might have still caught it there. We'll see what the ruling is, and they say incomplete pass. Pass falls incomplete, and it will be 2nd and 10. Here comes some score updates from around the state of Louisiana, folks.
All right, got a couple of big score updates for you. The first one, Ash, Alexandria Senior High up on Neville 14-0.
Ooh.
Another big one, OC up on Catholic of Point Could be 12-6 early in the first quarter.
Wow.
Let's see, I got another good one for you. Let me find it real quick. Ruston up on West Monroe 6-0 in the second. And Tioga up on Franklin Parish 7-0 in the second quarter.
More scores coming after this play. Malvo gonna call his own number, Shifty, for 5 yards.
48 on the shot, Ruffman. So brings up 3rd down, and after a game of about 5 by Chambers.
He'll be
Bunky leads Marksville 6-0, Gary.
Wow.
Leesville leads LaGrange 14-0.
Yes. 3rd down and looks like 5, Jordy.
Go back.
On the keeper, on the carry.
That's going to be close, Jordy.
Mitchell was on the stop, so it brings up 4th down and about a yard to go with the ball now resting.
It'll be 4th down and 1.
8-yard line.
Ball is right at the 8-yard line, 4th down and 1, Jordy.
Sorry about that, Gary.
Oh, no problem, man. You got to fix our stuff. Yeah, 4th and 1 from the 8.
Fourth and 1 from the 8-yard line. Play clock is under 5 seconds. Got to get it off here. Coach might have to burn a timeout, and he will. Could not take a delay of game there, Gary.
No, you couldn't do that, Jordy.
So we'll take a timeout with him, ladies and gentlemen. We'll check out one of our sponsors and come back with some scores from around the state of Louisiana.
And Opelousas Orthopedic Clinic for that medical partnership with our licensed athletic trainers. We thank them for all they do for the safety of our athletes.
Call Alex Botno with Bird's Eye Insurance. He can assist you with all your insurance needs like auto, home, business, and life insurance. Give him a shout today at 337-308-1230 and let him know UTL sent you on by. He wants to say good luck to the Northwest Raiders this upcoming season. Fourth and 1, Gary.
Fourth and 1, big play right here for both teams, Jordy.
Leday is in the backfield. And it will be Leday. And a little trick play there. Direct snap. He falls into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Leday's second touchdown of the evening. And you thinking to yourself, come out with a little trickery on 4th and 1, my friend.
Right, Jordy.
Lede was on the carry for the touchdown.
And when you need somebody to step up, Lede has stepped up here.
Right. The quarterback had to sell that, Jordy. It was like it was over his head, and he just basically took it and walked right behind his line and walked into the end zone. Good play.
Kick is up, through, and good. That touchdown is sponsored by Howard Pool and Company. 10:23 to play. Your new score from Raiders Stadium. It is Northwest 15, Iota 0.
Big statement there for the Raiders, Jordy.
Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is a seafood business location. Vermilion Catholic leads Westminster of Lafayette 13-0. Jeanerette leads Hanson Memorial 22-0. Haynesville leads Glenbrook 14-0. Newman leads South Plaquemine 7-0. Quincy leads Vinton 6-0. Bottineau tees it up. Launche back deep for the Bulldogs. Instead, they go to Lejeune. Lejeune, full-headed steam's got the sideline. And he's still running, Gary. And a big-time return from the Bulldogs, just what they needed.
You're right, Jordy. Got that full head of steam and just had enough of a crease to just break through it. Got past the kicker, and luckily they had some speed to come down and
he
catch
must have
him.
stepped out of bounds before.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Gary, you got to go get points here.
Oh, most definitely.
And they have
Jordy.
not had much success on offense this evening.
Right. This is a very crucial drive for the Bulldogs.
ERAF leads Abbeville 14-6. Jennings leads Westlake 21-0. 1st and 10. And they had the T still on the field, my friend. Is it back unfrozen, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know in the comments if you can see the game. Renfro calling his own number. He's going to have to get involved, Gary. You're going to have to see a lot more of those moving forward.
He's going to have to pretty much put this team on his back and start moving the ball and, you know, taking some chances.
Livonia leads Brobridge 12-7. Opelousas leads Beauchamp 28-0.
34-yard line.
St. Thomas More leads North Vermilion 28-0. Turlings leads Northside 14-0. Eunice leads Washington Marion 13-6. 2nd and 5. And run a little RPO here. And he throws this one out of bounds.
Yes.
Might have should have just handed the football out, Gary.
Yeah.
So he got outside of the pocket.
Yeah. He just threw that one away, Jordy. 3rd down and about 5. Very big play right here if you are a Bulldog.
Brother Martin leads Holy Cross 6-0. Lafayette leads Sulphur 3-0. Ruston leads Western Road 6-0. Sam Houston leads Barb 7-6. And they swing it out to Launche. And he's just short about a yard or two, Gary. And when you're down by 2 scores here, early in the second, I think it's go for it time.
I think so,
you're kind of in the
Jordan.
spot of the field where you would see the offense stay on the field here.
About a yard to go.
Very big play right here for Iota, Jordy. They need this 1st down bad.
Watch the ball. You better look at that. Trips.
And before we can get this play in on 4th and 1, they'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Friday Night Football live on Under the Lights District Title on the line.
Hey, yo, look at y'all nose guard.
Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is a seafood business located in Krotz Springs, Louisiana. They offer a variety of fresh seafood products, including crab, fish, oysters, and more. With a focus on retail and wholesale sales, Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is dedicated to providing high-quality seafood to their customers. Their commitment to excellence and their wide range of seafood options make them a go-to destination for seafood lovers in the area. Live crawfish for sale when in season. Give owner and the mayor of Krotz Springs, Mr. Carroll. Back here on 4th and 1, Renfro goes direct snap, lowers his hat, and he has a first down, Gary. And no one else in the stadium was getting that football except Renfro.
Right, you're right, Jordy. He put it, basically he just took it upon himself, put his head down, and got what he needed.
1st and 10, much needed first down there for the Bulldogs. You do not want to give it right back to the Raiders. And they got it from the 26-yard line. Renfro will drop back the pass here. All day to throw, and he throws one into tight coverage. Was looking for number 1 and could not complete that one to Noah Ordran. We're going to bring up 2nd and 10.
You're right, Jordy. That's a tough pass. The defense was closing in on him from both sides. That could have been dangerous. So we have 2nd down and 10, Jordy.
8:24 to play. Second quarter, 15-0 is your score if you're just tuning in with us. And Renfro will call his own number here. Thought you would have seen that one on 2nd down.
Looks like he gained about 4 yards, Jordy.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 6 after a gain of 4.
7 yards to go.
Ball lies at the 22-yard line.
Ball is now resting on about the 27-yard line.
From Iota, I'm letting Renfro run it 2 more times.
Most definitely.
Instead, he's going to drop back the pass here. Fires a dart over there to the flats, and that one falls incomplete. Number 20, Ty Sam on the coverage, and looks like the Bulldogs are going to send the field goal unit out here. And Gary, about how far are you thinking this one?
That's a 40-yard field goal for a 39. 39-yard field goal.
Field goal.
So a 39-yarder for Ayton.
The kick is up.
Kick is up, and it is good.
And it's good.
39-yarder from Ayton. Special teams comes through, and you had to get points somehow, some way. And with 7:42 to play here at Raider Stadium in the second quarter, your new score, Northwest 15, Iota 3. Big to get points there.
They definitely needed to get points there, Jordy. Couldn't come out dry. But the big part is can they stop Northwest? Can they stop the Raiders? That's going to be the big thing. If and I know the coaches and everybody's good, they're going to try to take that ball, drive it down, control the clock and everything, and score. But can Iota stop them?
And we have not got an injury report yet. If he's done for the night?
Not sure, Jordy.
So it looks like we've got confirmation upstairs. Looks like Kevon Johnson. Night might be over, Gary.
Yeah.
And you hate to see that, an ankle injury. And like we talked earlier, a guy like Malvo may go the distance. Number 7, you're going to have to pick up the load. And he does. Touchdown Raiders.
Wow. That was amazing, Jordy. Special teams, man, they are special. one block, one key block, and he had a direct lane all the way to the end zone, Jordy. Great, great, great play.
Gonna have to have some guys step up right now. Leday's stepping up. Right now, the defense is stepping up. And right now, Craig Malvo is stepping up.
You're right, Jordy. Wow. Big play there.
Gavin Fontenot on to do the kicking duties. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is good.
Good, very
Touchdown
good.
sponsored by Howard Pool and Company. Ladies and gentlemen, 7:31 to play. Iota 3, Northwest 22 here in the district title game. Raiders right now, they're looking really good in this first half.
Right now, everything seems to be flowing right in the Raiders' direction, man. The special teams right there, that was an amazing, amazing play. Picked it up, let it bounce a few times, picked it up, and just basically had an alley and just went down. Look out.
Now, if you're Iota, this is a must-answer drive.
Right. You're right, Jordy. So it's going to be, let's see what the Raider defense can do. Special teams try to pin them deep.
Gavin Fontenot tees it up, booms it here. Lanche will have a shot. And he's got the sideline, Gary. He's going to get up, give Iota good field position. So you Peyton Renfro, you're going to have to start getting some throws downfield with your arm.
You're going to have to do that, or, you know, basically you can't just stand in the pocket and rely on your just throwing the ball. You're going to have to get your feet going, put this team on your back, show them how much you want it, and be the leader of the team. That's exactly what he's going to have to do to be successful.
Moving forward.
Yes, most definitely.
So 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 36-yard line, down a couple scores here. Got to go get points before halftime. 7:23 to play. And it starts with positive yardage here. They're going to try to get Frugier an early carry here. See if they can establish the run.
Looks like he got about 3, Jordy.
Frugier was on the carry. Nimmer was on the stop for a gain of about 3 yards. It brings up 2nd down and 7 yards to go.
2nd and 7 from the 39-yard line. And he will drop back the pass, swings it out to Frugier, and in and out of his intended receiver, the running back. Let that one slip through his paws.
You're right, Jordy.
3rd down.
But I'm going to tell you, that was sniffed out. They had some defenders right there with him, so it was, I think he saw the Raiders coming on him, and it just slipped right through his hands.
3rd down and 7. Now you're in dangerous territory here. You do not want to have to punt. Looks, fires, and in and out of Lanche's hands. And now a 3 and out might have took about 30 seconds off the game clock.
And you're giving it right back to the Raiders.
Giving it right back to the Raiders. Number 1 will head back for the return here. Ayton will punt. Laverne awaits around the 30. Good kick, angles it towards the sideline. Laverne will have a shot here. Can he reverse field? He's got a wall, Gary.
He's got a wall.
And what a tackle.
One block.
Number 37 Jordy. On the kick coverage there. And we got a penalty flag around the 32-yard line. They say illegal blindside block against the Raiders. Number 37, Preston Lejeune. What a big-time tackle there.
You're right, Jordy. That was amazing.
After the penalty, it marches them all the way back inside their 20.
Illegal block, so it'll be
down at the 17-yard line. If you're the Raiders right now, you're sniffing blood.
You're right, Jordy. Let's see what they can do. You know, pin back in their own territory. Let's see what kind of a drive they can put together.
Chavis waits on the snap here. Lede waits in the backfield with him. And Lede will get the carry. He's brought down for a loss.
Lede on the carry.
Number 24, Lance Beasley on the stop.
Lance is on the stop for the Bulldogs. Brings up second down and
looks like 11. Looks like he lost one, Jordy.
Yes, sir. Second and 11 from the 16-yard line. We're at the halfway point here in the second quarter. A lot of good scores to give you around the state of Louisiana coming up at halftime. We will talk all sponsors and we'll give you our first half thoughts. So second and 11. Chavis waits in the shotgun position. And Lede going to get another carry here, and Lede is blowing up by Beasley again. He's coming from the linebacker position, Gary.
Right. They're shooting it. They know who's getting it, so they're going after him every time.
And it looks like the linebackers, they got their eyes in the backfield, and if you go play action, my friend, you're going to catch them linebackers creeping up.
Somebody's going to be wide open. So it'll be third down. Looks like about 11. Same thing.
See if Laverne or Malvo gets a target here on 3rd and 11. Third and 11. Chavis will roll out to his left, looking to throw back to Laverne, and the pass should have been intercepted. Number 22, Hudson Daigle, knocks it down, and the Raiders are going to have to send the punting unit out. And the Bulldogs gets a stop, and they will get the ball back to their offense. They needed that one, Gary.
Yes, you're right, Jordy.
Number 6, Jace Lanche back deep, stands around the 45-yard line.
Flag on the play.
And we got a penalty flag, delay a game against the Raiders. They're going to have to punt this one, standing on their end zone. So if you're Iota, Gary, do you sell out? Try to go for a block here?
That wouldn't be a bad idea right now, Jordy.
No matter what, no matter what, you're going to get good field position.
Yeah, you're right.
Gavin Fontenot.
Just make sure you don't run into the kicker.
Starts with a good snap here. And they do get a good snap, and he gets it off, and
good kick.
Not bad. And they'll see it takes a friendly Raider roll. And we'll be down at the 47-yard line. So Gavin Fontenot, he does his job.
Yes, sir, he did.
First and 10 for
Now all we got to do is figure out and see if the Raiders can hold the Bulldogs from scoring. Got 4:45 left in the second quarter.
But it'll be first and 10 for the Bulldogs.
You got to get a drive here before halftime. You get the ball coming out of half. Got to try to cut into this lead here. First and 10, Bulldogs from the 47-yard line. And Renfro will drop back the pass, taking a shot to Lanche. And pass falls incomplete. There on the coverage was number 12, Hayden Brown. Trying to take a shot there, Gary. They have not had much work this evening. To try to get it to one of your best receivers.
Yeah. They've been close, Jordy. They've just been kind of a little off on the timing, it seems. But, man, very important for them to score, to move the ball and get something going right now. But on the flip side, the Raiders want to get the ball back to try to get some points before halftime.
Renfro looks, fires, and the pass falls incomplete. Number 21, Colin Siri got a hand on it. And now it is third down and 10. But now it looks like Iota is trying to get things through the air going.
Yeah, looks like it.
Have not been able to run the football here this evening, and they come out back-to-back passing plays.
Right, very impressed with the defense. Defense is not giving them anything. They're staying right on their the receivers. They're doing some pretty good coverage right there.
Third down and 10, 4:36 to play before halftime. And it's looking like not much clock has come off here, and this is a good time out here. You want to talk about this play call. See what you want to do on third down. We'll step away, ladies and gentlemen. 4:36 to play. Time to talk a little sponsorship. Complete Turf Care has proudly been serving Louisiana since 2003. They are fully insured and licensed by the Louisiana Department of Agriculture and the State of Louisiana Licensing Board for contractors. They work closely with experts in the industry to help solve any problems that may occur in your turf. And they take pride in ensuring that your athletic field is the envy of all who visit your facility. Give owner Nick Semino a call today at 337-230-6427. Athletic field renovations, turf maintenance, irrigation, landscaping, and so much more. Tell them UTL sent you on by. Gary, what we missed?
We missed a incomplete pass in the flats. It's going to be 4th down and 10. Punting unit comes on.
And Gary, you have not got much going on offense this evening.
No.
Do they try to go fake punt here?
I don't know, Jordy. Not in this position. I don't think so.
Nope, they're punting it.
The kick is up.
And Laverne just going to let this one roll out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
And when you got the lead here, with 4:22 to play, you want to send that offense back on the field.
Right. You want to just drive the ball down the field, try to, use the clock and score any way, shape, or form, whether it's field goal or touchdown. And you get the ball, first and second half. So look out.
The ball went out of bounds on about the 14-yard line.
Here, week 10 has been a big one this week. We had a good Wednesday night show. We saw St. Ed's Westminster last night. St. Ed's got the victory 42-27.
Right.
Good luck to both of those programs going into the playoffs, my friend. And
You're right, Jordan.
Tonight, what an opportunity to call a district title game here in week 10.
Right, Jordy. I mean, and two quality opponents right here. They're setting up for the playoffs, and hopefully we'll get the playoffs started soon because we've got a lot of controversy.
There's that play they ran on the 2-point conversion, my friend. Right. This time, Lede goes for a minimum gain.
About 2 yards, Jordy.
So Gary. It looks like
maybe one.
Looks like Kevon Johnson is up and moving.
Right.
We'll see if he comes out for the second half.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see him at least for the remainder of the first half, but can't ever tell what's going to happen in the second half because I know he's chomping at the bits wanting to get back in there.
It's good to see him on his feet walking around.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 8 for the Raiders. And it will be quarterback design run here. And Chavis picks up close to the marker. Looks like he's a yard short.
That's what it's looking like, Jordy. Very close.
Marvel on the carry. So it'll be a 3rd down and about a yard and a half to go.
Looking at timeouts the rest of the way. I think both teams down to 1. Right, Enoch?
Yes, sir. They both used 2 of them so far. Northwest used 1 right before they had scored that second touchdown. I had to update that one a little bit, but yeah, they're both at 1. They've used 2 so far, so.
1 timeout apiece, Gary. 3rd down and 1. Probably a quarterback design run unless they give it to Lede here.
Most definitely, Jordy.
Here comes the late blitz, and Lede does get the carry.
That looked like a straight.
I think he's going to be about a yard short, Gary.
Not sure, Jordy.
Let's see. They might have to measure this one. And it is 4th down and 1, and you're in your own territory here, Gary. And at least, and this, I can't see him snapping it here. This got to be a long count coming.
Oh, it's got to be. I can't believe.
Because you give Iota good field position if you don't get it. I think they're going to try to draw them off sides. And good discipline there from the Bulldogs. I think you take the timeout. And was it a false start? And it was a false start, Gary. So I thought they was about to take a timeout and then punt it. But the false start's going to back them up. 5 yards, make it 4th and 6.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to punt the ball right now, Jordy. Yeah, you don't want to try anything like this deep in your territory. That's almost given.
I seen it last week though.
Giving Iota points. Oh yeah, I know.
Last week, Elton with a fake punt around their 30-yard line. So can't never say you won't see it.
Anything is possible.
Lonche waits around the 45-yard line. Fontenot to try to flip the field here.
Kick is up.
And it takes a roll and dies down
right
at midfield. So 2:03 to play before halftime. Important drive coming from both sides here. Raiders trying to take all the momentum into halftime. Bulldogs trying to cut into this lead. Remember, Bulldogs do get it to come out of halftime. Alexandria leads Neville 21-7. We're keeping a close eye on that one, Gary.
Oh, man, you're right.
A late defensive tackle coming into the game. And Renfro calls his own number. It might be one of the biggest plays of the night for the Bulldogs.
He must have saw the gap there, and he just decided to hit it.
And they will go with a little tempo here. Second and 3, picked up 7. 1:40 on the game clock. 1 timeout in their back pocket. Three receivers split out wide to the short side of the field, and Renfro just going to call his own number again. And he falls about a yard short, picked up 2.
Harrison on the stop.
So it's going to be 3rd down and about 1, Jordy.
Run it again, Gary.
Most definitely. You got the bodies
He's been
moving
your only
forward.
spark on offense this evening.
You right. You right.
Offensive line needs to get a push here. Renfro will run it 3 straight times, and he has a first down. And the clock will stop as they set the chains here. And Iota got to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the rest of the way, you got to throw it.
Most definitely, yeah. I wouldn't do anything but throw it.
3 receivers split out wide here to the left, none at the top. And Renfro will drop back the pass, steps up in the pocket, and the ball is fumbled, and Northwest jumps on it. Looks like Big 63 recovers the fumble.
Wow, Jordy.
And the Raiders have it with 38 seconds and a timeout in their back pocket, Gary. So a costly turnover here before half.
Now, what do you do if you're Northwest? Do you just kind of wait and go into halftime with this lead, or do you try to get something?
Depends on the first play here. Depends on what happens on the first play here. If you get some yardage here, I think you try it. But if not, you take the lead in the halftime, and you're feeling pretty good going into halftime. Instead, they take a knee.
Yeah, I think they just basically saying, okay, we're ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go into halftime. That's exactly what they're thinking.
Northwest takes a knee. We'll take the lead in the halftime, and they got all the momentum on their sideline, Gary.
They don't have to snap the ball. They won't have to snap the ball, Jordy.
And the Raiders will head to their locker room. And Iota will head to the end zone. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 quarters have coming on here from Raider Stadium. And right now, it is all Raiders for the district title. 2 more quarters to decide this one. Gary, your first half thoughts?
Man, I thought it was going to be a hard-fought battle, but man,
Right now is completely dominated.
Completely dominated by the Raiders. But we have another half to go, and Iota's very capable of scoring quick.
And we will see if Kevon Johnson comes out to start the second half or if his night's over. You don't want to lose a key component of this offense.
Right, Jordy.
Going into the playoffs.
Yeah, you definitely don't. If I hate to say it this way, but if you don't need him, you don't use him because you let him get healthy on that. I mean, it looks like he's limping off the field right now. But, hey, if the game stays in the way it is, you let that young man get healthy and, get ready for the playoffs.
You got a couple guys stepping up right now.
Oh, God,
Craig
yes.
Malvo and Samuel Lede. What a first half from them, too.
Oh, yeah. Very, very good, performance by the Raiders right now. And I'm impressed with their defense. They're pretty much shutting down the Bulldog offense.
Fixing to get some halftime entertainment from the Raider band. They say they got some good bands in New Orleans, but right here in Acadiana area, this is probably the top band, my friend.
One of the best bands in this area, and I'm going to tell you right now, I like to watch them. They are very good.
Elizabeth Kurz, please report.
Let's see if we can give you some scores here at halftime. Brother Martin leads Holy Cross 9-0. Chalmette leads Salmon 21-14. Ruston leads West Monroe 16-0. Alexandria leads Neville 21-7.
Marching band, also known as the West.
Wow.
From Opelousas, Louisiana.
It's going to be some excitement here, Gary. Lafayette leads Sulphur 16-7. Hawkton leads St. Louis 27-10. Sam Houston leads Borb 21-13. More scores coming at you. St. Paul's, Covington, tied at 14. We'll step away. We'll give you more scores after the halftime entertainment.
Notice the high step, the moving and grooving, the kick on the 8. The Northwest High School Raider marching band is often imitated but never duplicated, not even by a copy machine. This is what a first place show looks like, ladies and gentlemen. The exquisite ladies in pearl sweaters will now perform to Glam by Christina Aguilera. will now perform a midfield drill to circles by Post Malone. The Dazzling Dolls will now perform to Feathers by Sabrina Carpenter.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to take this time out to recognize our senior band members.
Howard Pool Company, taking pride in every pool since 1973. Locally owned and operated, serving all of South Central Louisiana, specializing in new construction, genuine and vinyl liner swimming pools. Give Mr. Kyle Vidrine a call today at 337-942-7222. The Crawfish House and Grill, the finest Cajun restaurant in Opelousas, Louisiana, located at 1214 South Union Street. They're open for lunch Sunday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and also serving dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you're in town for lunch or dinner, pass by for some great Cajun seafood. They are also now serving cold draft beer. So make reservations or take it to go. They're also offering catering. Give them a call at 337-948-0049 or give them an email at crawfishhouseandgrill@yahoo.com. Complete Turf Care has proudly been serving Louisiana since 2003. They are fully insured and licensed by the Louisiana Department of Agriculture and the State of Louisiana Licensing Board for contractors. They work closely with experts in the industry to help solve any problems that may occur in your turf. And they take pride in ensuring that your athletic field is the envy of all who visit your facility. Give owner Nick Semino a call today at 337-230-6427. Athletic field renovations, turf maintenance, irrigation, landscaping, and so much more. Tell them UTL sent you on by. Bork's Supermarket and Specialty Meats has been a Cajun tradition for over 70 years. Hot boudin, hot cracklings, plate lunches, and home of their original jalapeno sausage cheese bread. 2 locations at 581 Saison Avenue in Port Barre, Louisiana. Or try the Lafayette location at 3211 Johnson Street. They offer catering for wedding receptions, banquet parties, and company functions. The best Sunday barbecue around. They open 7 days a week in Port Barre, Tuesday through Sunday in Lafayette, Louisiana. Are you ready to take your school's fundraising game to the next level? Fundraising University, America's leading fundraising company for high school sports, is here to help. They raise more money in less time. With the least amount of interference in your program, their 7 to 10 day fundraisers, proven fundraising system, and unbeatable service led by expert fundraising coaches ensure your success. See why teams across the state are switching to Fundraising University. Visit fundraisingu.net today and get started. Give Mr. Stuart Miller a call at 318-278-9344 or shoot him an email at smiller@fundraisingu.net. The Pizza Shack was founded by Louisiana's own Tony and Elaine Puriette in 1988, and they have been independently owned at the same location for over 25 years. They are proud to be the only independently owned pizzeria in Opelousas, Louisiana. They are happy to serve the customers and the community with not only a friendly service, but also a family dining atmosphere. Come discover the most well-known secret in Opelousas, where they have daily specials and absolutely the coldest beer in town. 1242 Edith Street. Give them a call at 337-948-4838. UTL Player of the Game sponsor, Whips Prints, Custom Apparel, and Substrate Designs. Owner, Kenneth Whip Beverly, is located in Crowley, Louisiana, with all your heat transfer and sublimation shirt design needs. You can follow him on Facebook or Instagram. Give him a call today at 337-581-6631. Tell Whip Under the Lights sent you on by. Call Alex Botno with Bird's Eye Insurance. He can assist you with all your insurance needs like auto, home, business, and life insurance. Give him a shout today at 337-308 1230 and let them know UTL sent you on by. He wants to say good luck to the Northwest Raiders this upcoming season. Big Zig Photography is a business focused on capturing those fast memories that will last a lifetime. As once coach, Big Zig is dedicated on giving you his best for you to have those lasting memories. You can reach him on all of his social media platforms. Shoot him an email at bigzigsgraphics@gmail.com. Visit his website at bigzigphotography.com or give him a call at 318-381-3592. DeVille's Racing Stables. Owners, Carl DeVille, Chassis DeVille, Pormier, and Kyle DeVille. Visit their website or follow them on all of their social media platforms. Breaking, training, boarding, thoroughbred race horses, Grade 1 winner, and multiple Grade 1 placings based out of Opelousas, Louisiana. It's been a career year in earnings for Chassis DeVille. Gary Swallow score updates from around the state of Louisiana. You ready?
Yep.
Chalmette leads Salmon 21-14. Brother Martin leads Holy Cross 9-0. Hawkton leads St. Louis 27-10. Benton leads Natchitoches Central 14-12. Ruston leads West Monroe 16-0. St. Paul's leads Covington 17-14. Sam Houston leads Barb 21-20. Terrebonne leads Central Lafourche 21-7. Ouachita Parish leads Pineville 42-0. Lafayette leads Sulphur 26-7. North Shore leads Slidell 7-0. Alexandria leads Neville 28-9. Hammond leads Ponchatoula 7-0. Morgan City leads Ellender 14-13. Willow School leads Abraham 33-8. Woodlawn Shreveport leads Booker T. Washington 22-0. West Ouachita leads Grant 35-0. Wassman leads Peabody 14-0. Struma leads Bruley 6-0. Turlings Catholic leads Northside 35-0. Brobridge leads Livonia 14-12. Leesville leads LaGrange 27-0. St. Thomas More leads North Vermilion 49-0. Franklin Parish leads Tioga 29-28. Belle Chase leads Discovery 42-0. Opelousas leads Beauchene 48-0. Eunice leads Washington Marion 28-6. More scores coming at you. Hawkton leads St. Louis 27-10. Bastrop, North Webster tied at 0 at halftime. ERAF leads Abbeville 28-14. Church Point leads Ville Platte 14-0.
This brings us to the second half of play.
Gina leads Buckeye 28-0.
Raiders will be kicking off to the
Bonky leads Marksville 22-0.
will be kicking off.
Jennings leads Westlake 35-0. Holy Savior Menor leads Port Barry 21-7. Newman leads South Plaquemines 14-0. Kinder leads Avoyelles 16-14. Hope John Paul leads St. Helena's 25-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Started the second half. And it is taken in by Lejeune. He had a big return a while ago, Gary. This time it will be close to the 37-yard line.
Yeah,
More scores coming at you. Mangum leads Darrell Hyde Charter 28-14. Episcopal leads Capital 51-0. DeQuincy leads Vinton 13-8.
Gilbo's on the initial stop for the Raiders, so it'll be first and 10 for the Bulldog.
Red River leads Oakdale 8-0. Gary, coming out of halftime here, down 22-3. How important, how big is this drive?
This drive is very important, Jordy. They need to get
swing
something.
it out to Frugier, and Frugier, one of his biggest carries of the night. And folks, we've got reports that there are some towers down around us, so If we're at times where we don't have the best signal, or if you're not being able to catch the game, Gary,
Right.
because of the signal issues, we do apologize. Hopefully you can still hear our voices. But 3 towers have been reported down here locally.
Right.
Frugier getting another carry here.
Defense
And it's tough,
rose up to that occasion.
tough sledding to run on this defensive line.
Right.
Homer leads D'Orbon 28-14. Mansfield leads Manny 26-6.
It'll be 3rd down now. And
Vermilion Catholic leads Westminster of Lafayette 42-0. Jeanneret leads Hanson Memorial 54-0. Kentwood leads Central Private 36-0. 3rd and 2, my friend. And he will drop back the pass here. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Can he get the first down? He slides down about a yard short. Not a good decision there from Mr. Renfro.
Wow, Jordy.
keeper.
He would have had the first down if he would have lowered his helmet.
Yeah, he just needed to. Man, that was a poor decision right there, Jordy.
4th and 1, and the offense will stay on the field most definitely here. Can the Raiders get a stop coming out of halftime? 4th and 1. Expect quarterback design
Big
power
play
run
right here, Jordy.
They try to draw him off sides. Good discipline there in that front 4. You don't want to burn a timeout here, Gary. You might need them later on. Are they going to take the delay of game and punt it here?
Man,
I don't agree with that one.
I don't understand that at all, Jordy.
I'm going for it on 4th and 1 right now. Down by 19.
You're right.
Now you go 3 and out. Gary, your quarterback, he's been averaging at least 3 to 5 yards every time he goes quarterback design run.
Correct.
Why not give him a shot there?
That's questionable, Jordy.
Aiden known to do the punting duties here. And we called his name quite a few times tonight, and they don't want no part of Laverne moving forward.
Man, he kicked that thing 5 yards out of bounds.
I think the game plan was simple for the special teams department. Do not let Laverne touch it the rest of the game.
I would say so. I would say so. Let's see. That's going to be... Where did they spot that ball, Jordy?
They spotted it at the 31-yard line.
Really?
And you can't give up a big return if they don't get a shot to return it, right?
You're right.
More scores for you. West White Castle and St. John tied at 12. Jonesboro Hodge leads Cedar Creek 14-0. North Iberville leads Ascension Christian 27-0. And Leday going to get a carry here, and he's upended by number 24. I think that's Beasley.
Right. I tell you what, Jordy, they were ready for that.
And it was Lance Beasley.
They shot that in and just, whoa, man. Caught him 5 yards deep.
Loss of 5 there. Some more scores for you, Gary. Lincoln Prep leads Arcadia 26-8. Montgomery leads LaSalle 20-12. Highland Baptist leads Gaydon 21-14. Gary, we got an upset alert happening over there in New Roads.
Oh my goodness.
After Leday gets the carry, listen to this score.
Oh, I'm listening.
Opelousas Catholic leads Catholic of Point Capee 26-12 at halftime.
26-12. Wow.
Right, my friend. Opelousas Catholic, they got healthy.
Yeah, they done got healthy.
Haynesville leads Glenbrook 28-0.
Ruffin that was on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Ascension Catholic leads East Iberville 43-0.
12 yards to go.
Pickering leads Plain Dillon 43-0.
28.5-yard line.
And it is 3rd down and 12 for the Raiders. And Chavis will drop back the pass, taking a shot to number 10. And the pass falls incomplete. Was looking for Gilbo there. Iota's defense, Gary, for the most part, they've settled in.
Right, Jordy.
It's the offense that have not got much clicking this evening.
You're right. You're right. But, you know, we got 8 minutes left in the third quarter to see what's going to happen. And if they get a little rush there, Jordy, they can make this competitive.
I'll also say this. I mean, they had a kick return for a touchdown, and then they had a big turnover that led to a touchdown. This game could have been a lot closer if neither one of those happened.
Selling out to block the punt here. Instead, they hold up.
The kick is up.
Lanche will let this one roll. And takes a roll to the 40-yard line. So here comes the Iota Bulldogs. A lot of frustration on that offensive side of the ball. Let's see if they can sustain a drive here, Gary.
Yeah, very important for them to kind of, you know, try to set something up to where they can get something, you know, productive and positive out of their offense. Right now, they've been struggling, Jordy. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 40.
Try to give you some more scores at the end of the third quarter. Had a lot of games last night. They got moved up for potential bad weather that never came. Frugier tackled down by Thibodeau for a loss of 2.
Tell you what, that defense is prepared. They're not letting anybody get on the outside.
Frugier was on the carry, so it brings up 2nd down and 13 yards to go, with the ball now resting on the
2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs. Down by 19. Renfro drops back the pass, takes a shot, got a man open.
It's complete.
It is Lanche.
And he's 2 yards short.
And if he didn't have his knees down, Gary, he'd have had a shot for a couple more yards.
Correct. Be 3rd down and 3.
About 2 yards to go.
So about 2. Long 2, short 3.
You're kind of where you was a while ago, where, remember, it was 4th and 1, and they decided to take the delayed game here. You think they might try something different here?
Oh,
if they don't get this first down?
If they don't get this first down, I think they're going to definitely go for it.
3rd and 2, design quarterback run. This is what I thought they should have went to on 4th down.
Right, first down.
And the chains will move. 1st down, Bulldogs. If there's any news that happens while we're on air, ladies and gentlemen, that we do not see with the playoff brackets and everything that happened this evening, please let us know in the chat. If there's any ruling that happens while we're live on the air.
Yes, most definitely. That's
trying to figure out when the brackets will get released. Trying to figure out when the playoffs will actually happen. We know that they set a court date, but if anything crazy is what happens while we're on air, please let us know.
Right. Quarterback draw.
And Renfro is trying to give his offense a spark, Gary.
Right. Gain of about 6.
And when not much has gone right on the offensive side of the ball, Renfro has been your positive one.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
6 yards. So they're bringing up 2nd down. Stopped by a host of Raiders.
They definitely need to get you know, him going on a positive way, Jordy.
2nd and 4 from the 41-yard line. 5:36 to play. Same score. 22-3 Raiders lead. Renfro drops back the pass. Now he's flushed. Still looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it and run. And he steps out of bounds close to the marker. Let's see where they spot this one. And looks like he does have enough for a 1st down.
That's what it looks like, Jordan.
Chains will move. So getting it done with his legs here.
Right. Down. Renfro on the carry.
With a running quarterback, you got to contain, Jordy. You got to contain.
Renfro waits on a snap, and he hands it off to Frugier. Taken down by number 63, Curtis Harrison.
Frugier on the carry.
Looks like he gained about 3. Or
call it 2.
Right. 2.
Picked up 2. 2nd and 8 from the 35-yard line. 5:03 to play. 3rd quarter. With the district title on the line. That one-on-one down here at the bottom. See if Lanche gets a target here. And Renfro pump fakes here. Fires it downfield, and that is dangerous.
Oh, man.
should have been picked off, and that's like the third or fourth one that should have been picked off tonight.
You're right, Jordy. That hit the defender right in the hands.
What are we working on next week?
I don't know.
DBs.
Yeah,
We're going to catch
definitely.
footballs.
Yes, you're right.
Third down and 8, Gary.
Like an act of desperation, Jordy. They're getting desperate down here.
Renfro under pressure, throws the middle screen. And a good tackle there from Ty Sam. But they did get it a little bit closer to set up a manageable fourth down here.
Correct. So it looks like about 4th and 4.
4 yards to go.
And that middle screen had to been looked at on film all week, Gary. You got to think they've been ready for it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, sir.
4th and 4. Offense stays on the field. They need to try to get 4 and extend this drive. Renfro drops back in the pocket. Looks, fires, got a man.
Oh, good catch.
Lache. And Lache finally gets in this passing game.
You're right.
He's been targeting them over and over again, and only one big catch tonight, and here's number 2.
Right.
That was a gain of 17.
17-yard pickup. Enoch, is that their biggest play of the night?
Yes, it is.
Biggest play of the night. Bulldogs threatening for the first time tonight, Gary.
Yes, sir. Inside the red zone.
At the 15-yard line, and they will go quarterback keeper with Renfro. He's got those legs still churning all the way down to the 6-yard line. Got to think he runs it 3 more times here.
I don't see that ball going in the air. I see it staying pretty much where it needs to be.
Yeah, Iota on offense so far, it's been the Renfro show. He's really been the driving force behind this drive and any success that they've had so far in this game.
That's a senior trying to put the team on his back, Gary.
Absolutely.
You're right.
And they go unbalanced look to the right, Gary. They're overloading to the right, and that's exactly where he will run from. And he is drugged down from behind. The linebacker shot in there. Number 33, Joseph Guillory.
Send it all on the stop for the Raiders. That brings up 3rd down and about
Big play there.
now.
Big play there for the Raiders, and this is a big play coming up for the Bulldogs. But it is 2-down territory.
Yes, indeed. 4-down territory. 3rd and 2.
You got 3rd down and then 4th down. So
Around the 7-yard line. Man-on-man coverage on the boundaries. Renfro will drop back to pass. Looks, fires over the middle, and the pass falls incomplete. Was looking for his intended receiver there.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up
Number 9,
about 4 yards.
Jackson Yeager. And here we go again, Gary. Got to convert another 4th down.
You're right, Jordy. Big play right here. Big play right here for the Bulldogs.
This could be the game. I hate to say that early in the 3rd quarter, but where we are in a 19-point game, you don't go convert here. The Raiders get the ball and can try to go up a couple more scores. And they're taking their time. Going to be tough to get this one off. Iota might have to burn a timeout. Instead, 3, 2, 1 to get it off. Renfro looks, he's under pressure, surveying the field, fires a pass, it's caught, touchdown Bulldogs. And what a throw.
Wow, Jordy.
From Renfro.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Great, great, great play.
How big was that
Big
4th
throw.
down?
Yes, sir.
Zeke Wall, hands of steel when you needed it the most.
Got a question for y'all. Do you kick the extra point or do you go for 2 to make it?
It is a
touchdown?
2-point conversion type of game the rest of the way. Renfro did not go to the sideline.
I agree with the call. If you get it, touchdown, 2-point conversion, field goal. If they didn't, it'd be 2 touchdowns no matter what.
Here we go,
Most
2-point
definitely.
conversion. Renfro will roll to his right.
Almost the same play.
Looks, fires it in the flats. Pass is complete to Lanche.
Conversion is good.
And Iota finally, it took almost 3 quarters, but they finally find something positive on the offensive side of the ball. And a couple 3rd down, 4th down conversions. And they cut into this lead. And it's an 11-point game, Gary. Correction.
All right. Yeah, it's an
Yes,
11
correct.
point game.
I misread the scoreboard. Your new score from Raider Stadium with 2:07 to play here in the third quarter. Northwest 22, Iota 11. Not your typical score
Bulldogs will be kicking off
that you
for the
usually see on Gary.
You're right,
You don't see
Jordan,
many
you're
11s
right.
in high school football.
And that was in the NFL. It would probably be scoregami.
Yeah, you're right.
Who had these numbers on their squares for the polls?
Right.
Oh, no.
Now,
Hey.
I'm going to tell you, Jordy, this is very important. It's important.
Before you go there, I want to say that touchdown was sponsored by Howard Poole and Company, and we greatly appreciate him sponsoring touchdowns the last 2 nights.
Most definitely, most definitely. But, Jordy, this is a big, big possession for the Raiders.
Big possession. You do not want to give it right back to Iota when they found some life on offense. And Ayton kicks it in. Leday being patient, letting his blocks set up, and they're trying to drag him for a couple more yards, and he's finally taken down.
Looks like he's going to be about the 35-yard line, Jordy.
34-35. Let's see where they spot this one.
So the 1st and 10 for the Northwest Raiders.
So the Raiders will go 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. You look over to the sideline, and Kevon Johnson, it's official, Gary. His night's over with. He's over there just wearing his jersey. So Leday, Malvo, the rest of the way.
Most definitely, Jordy. You know, hey.
And prayers for a speedy recovery.
Most definitely. You don't want to let that man get hurt, especially with the playoffs coming up. But you know, the other members of the team have to rise to the occasion.
And start off, and that snap was a little slow, didn't like it, but
Right.
Chavis making something out of nothing there. Gary picked up about 9 yards.
Right, Jordy. Man, that's, you know, that play looked like it was kind of supposed to go to the back, but man, he just took it and broke it off to the left side and got 9 yards.
2nd and 1 for the Raiders. We'll give you some scores from around the state coming up at the end of the third quarter. Get ready, Enoch. And it's a design
Direct snap
to the running back. And Leday has enough for a 1st down. Chains will move.
So it'll be 1st and 10.
On the carry.
Ball at the 48.
Raiders.
And the game clock just hit under a minute.
So less than a minute here in the third quarter.
And the Raiders have dominated the time of possession this evening. You had 2 guys moving there, and they let that one go. And Malvo swung forward for a pickup of 5.
On the carry.
And I think the Bulldogs are giving the referee on their sideline an earful.
Right.
6 yards, brings up 2nd down and 4 yards to get.
And they don't have to snap it if they don't want to, and they will run to the sideline. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 quarters have come and gone here from Raider Stadium.
Quarter play.
With the district title on the line, we head to the money one. 4 quarter moments away. Raiders have a 22-11 lead. As we go to the 4th quarter, we'll check on scores at this time.
At about 4. Yeah, you're going to make the first down.
All right. Got you some scores. Vermilion Catholic over Westminster Lafayette 49-6. Sacred Heart leads Birchmond 42-0. Kentwood leads Central Private 42-0. Jeanerette up on Hanson Memorial 70-0. St. John's and White Castle tied at 12. Jonesboro Hodge up on Cedar Creek 14-0. North Iberville over Ascension Christian 27-0. And then we also have Lincoln Prep Prep over Arcadia, 26-8. Montgomery over LaSalle, 20-12. Highland Baptist, 21-14 over Adolph. Highland Baptist looking to break a long losing streak. Opelousas Catholic still 26-12, leading over Catholic Point to Pete. Haynesville up 28-0. Never mind. Go ahead.
And we're ready to start the fourth quarter here, Gary.
Yes, sir.
And before we're there, referee's gonna blow it dead. Let's give you some more scores. Newman leads South Plaquemines.
They're gonna just adjust.
14-7, and they're adjusting the football. Had it on the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Avoyles extends their lead, 26-16 on Kinder.
Oh my goodness.
DeQuincy leads Aventon 20-8. First play of the fourth quarter. And it's a handoff to Leday for a pickup of one.
Ashford on the stop. Brings up third down. No gain on the play.
Big play here, Jordy.
Big indeed. Church Point leads Ville Platte 20-0. Bunkie leads Marksville 22-6.
Shutout streak done.
They gave that up last week.
Oh, they did? Okay. I didn't know that.
Jennings leads Westlake 42-0. Big third down here, Gary. Leday's going to try to stretch the field. Can he get a block on the outside? He does.
Look out.
And he's still on his feet down the sideline. No one's going to catch him. Leday runs into the end zone. And what a spark plug off the bench he's been.
Wow, Jordy. That young man has been a true spark plug coming off of the bench. Man.
48-yard touchdown run from Samuel Leday. Gavin Fontenot on for the extra point, Gary. And guess who's the first one to give him a big five coming off the field? His counterpart, Kevon Johnson. First one to greet him when he comes off the field.
Definitely. And the
extra
kick
point
is
is good. That touchdown sponsored by Howard Pool and Company. Your new score from Raider Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, with 11:09 to play here in the fourth quarter. Northwest extends their lead 29-11. Looks like they're running away to a district title, Gary.
That's what it looks like, Jordy.
Let's give you some more scores, my friend. ERAF leads Abbeville 28-14. St. Thomas More leads North Vermilion 56-0. Brobridge, Livonia, they're in a tight one right now. They lead Livonia 14-12.
Wow.
Opelousas leads Beauchamp 48-0. Turlings leads Northside 42-0.
For the touchdown.
Eunice leads Washington Marion 35-6. Lafayette and Sulphur, they're in a winner gets in type of scenario, and Lafayette leads 30-7 right now.
Wow.
Alexandra and Neville, supposed to be the game of the year, game in the state of Louisiana. Right now, Alexandria leads 28-9. Who saw that one coming? At least the score-wise.
The score-wise, you're right.
Evan Fontenot, he's done a great job tonight in the special teams department.
You're right.
Lanche runs right into a couple of defenders, and he somehow gets 5 more yards out of it. And Gary, 29-11, 11:01 to play, fourth quarter. Got to go score.
Most definitely, Jordy. They're going to have to basically put it together and go down there and score. But they're going to have to start scoring
do it quick.
Urgency. They're going to have some quick scores, and so. The defense is going to have to stand up, make sure nobody gets behind them, and their secondary has done a great job so far.
St. Paul's and Covington, they're in a good one. 17-14, St. Paul's with the lead. Chalmette Salmon out in a good one, 28-21. Renfro buying time in the pocket, still looking downfield. Can he find a target? And he last second throws one. And let's see what the call is here. They say pass is complete. Somehow he found Noah Arjuan after extending the play.
And he put that ball where nobody could catch it but him. And I tell you what, that was close.
Yes, sir. Picked up 9 yards. 2nd and 1 from the 45-yard line. Peyton Renfro made that play happen.
You're right.
Ruston leads Western Monroe 22-0. Sam Houston and Barb, they're in a good one right now. 21-20 halftime. Frugier gets the carry, needs a yard, and he gets about two or three.
Stopped by a host of
Barb or Sam Houston?
Sam Houston right now,
21-20. Wow, that's got to be a good ball game.
47-yard line.
Chains will move 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Quarterback drop back.
Drops back instead. Penalty flag flies. And he's going to step out of bounds. And Thibodeau got held there, Gary.
That's what it looks like, Jordy. And it was pretty obvious.
Indication holding against the
holding is the call. Bulldogs will have to march back here.
Most definitely.
Hayden Lazar, you still watching, my friend? Put a thumbs up in the comments if you're still watching. First down, backed up, way back. Renfro looks, fires, and that one is tipped down by number 17, Brylan Senegal. There, they've been close and close time again. They're going to eventually get one.
That secondary has been, playing very well. They've been locked onto the receivers, and like you said, they've been so close to picking one off. It's unbelievable.
Just wanted to make sure everyone at home is still watching. I mean, we're not just talking to ourselves here. 2nd down and long. Back at the 39-yard line, 9:45 to play. Clean pocket here. He steps up, buying time, looking downfield, fires a pass last second. And this one falls down around the 22-yard line. It is 3rd and long now. These receivers have had a tough night.
You're right, man. Tell you what, like I said, this secondary for the Raiders, they've been playing some good coverage, back there. So all I got to say, hats off to them. Very, very good coverage in the back.
Third down and long, Gary here.
Oh,
See if they try to get some of the yardage back and set up a manageable 4th down here, or take a shot here.
Yeah, very important. You got to try to get something positive. Something positive.
And they're going to run that screen again. Lanche with the reception, and he's drugged down for a minimum gain.
Gain about 3 yards, Jordy. That
was number 31, Frederick Nimmer on the stop, and Iota's punting here, down a couple scores, Gary.
Great play call, but yet they just did not, could not execute. The defense was waiting for it. They were going to give up a little bit, but they weren't going to give up anything big.
Aiden, he's been a busy man tonight.
You're right.
Hats off to this Northwest defense. They've come to play this evening. And the punt is away, angles it towards the sideline. And that's respect there for what number 1 could do in the return game.
Wow.
You've seen him take one.
He kicked that way away from him.
Seen him take one down to the 10-yard line a little earlier.
Right, but I mean, that's utmost respect. He kicked that thing almost to their tent.
Go after one here.
So now you start working on the game clock, Gary.
Oh, yeah, Jordan.
You're up a couple scores here. 8:50 to play at home, senior night.
Stay in
bounds. You want to get out of here healthy, and you want to celebrate a district title at the end of those 8:50 on the game clock.
You're right, Jordan.
Remember what's in store next week, or maybe maybe a month from now. We don't know what the playoffs is going to do.
We don't know when it's going to start or what's going to happen with that crazy situation, but we'll hopefully hear something soon.
Quarterback taking a shot here, underthrown, and number 2 caught it, Gary. He did, and he's got Raiders are running away to a district title this evening.
Jeez, Jordy.
And Gary, there won't be a share for the title this year.
No, not at all. We got a young man down. The Bulldog is down on the ground, Jordy. I'm not sure if his feelings just got hurt or if he's cramping up.
No, Gary's battling cramps.
Yep.
Number 2 for the Raiders. We're probably the catch of the year.
You go up between two players.
Davis.
You go up between two players and come down with it. It was underthrown. He just said, I am going to get it, and he did and took it to the house, Jordy.
And the rest was on him.
You're right.
We do have an Iota Bulldog down around the 32-yard line.
I think that's number 1.
He's battling cramps here.
Wow.
And we hope it's just cramps, Gary. We don't want to see injury here.
You're right.
I went to the replay. 67-yard touchdown pass, that looked like.
Yep. Gary, number 1, gets up on his own power, walks off to the sideline. Noah Ardran. And they just got him back. They cannot afford to lose him, but just battling cramps there.
You're right. You're right.
Gavin Fontenot on for the extra point here.
He underthrew it. If he didn't overthrew it, it would have been no easy.
Snap, hole, kick is up.
And good.
And good. That touchdown sponsored by Howard Pool and Company. And how many yards there, Enoch?
That was a 67-yard touchdown pass.
67-yard touchdown pass from Chavis to Davis. A little 3-2 connection, 4-6. And the Raiders, your new score here from Raider Stadium with 8:39 to play here in the fourth quarter. Northwest now leads 36-11.
Number 2 has a kick return for a touchdown.
No, that was number 7.
That was number 7. I had it written down wrong. That's my bad. But he's got a 67-yard touchdown pass, so.
Bulldogs.
Gary, how impressed are you with the Raiders here this evening?
I am very impressed with what I'm seeing so far. Offensively, defensively, they are just basically playing very good ball.
And when you got a big time running back go down, you had to have some guys step up. And let me tell you, the entire team has stepped up.
You're right. You're right, Jordy. Very impressed.
Kick is up.
Oh.
Number 20 on the return. He's taken down around the 22-yard line. What you got, Enoch?
About this Northwest defense, talk about playing both sides of the game very well. Front 7 has done a great job in containing the run and making sure that they haven't had a whole heck of a lot of places to run. And then the defense has just been a complete no-fly zone for the Raiders. So hats off to that entire defense. The secondary really has impressed me with how well they've defended the pass.
They've been close a couple times.
Right, most definitely. Oh, he's outside. Down about 9, Jordy.
That was Frugier on the carry. It picks up about 9 yards.
Frugier was on the carry for the Bulldogs. So it'll be second down and about a yard to go. With the ball resting on about the 31-yard line.
Opelousas Catholic now leads Catholic upon Capee 42-26.
Wow.
So you know what that means.
Yeah.
Opelousas Catholic wins, and St. Ed's has a share for the district title.
Wow.
That's right, huh?
That's all. I think that's how it works.
Right? Opelousas Catholic wins tonight. St. Ed's shares the title with Catholic Point Capee.
Tell you what, though, Jordy, Opelousas Catholic has had Point Capee's number for the last few years. Great job, for the Vikings, doing an awesome job, man, going out there and beating them in New Roads.
Still battling over there. You're not going to call that one over just yet, but
not quite, but it
Vikings
looks like
are on cruise control.
Right.
That's going to also spoil a perfect season if I'm correct, huh?
You're right.
You're right.
Wow.
Oh, man, that's true. I forgot about that.
We most likely will have a new 2 seed going into the playoffs.
With the ball now resting on about
Because VC is rolling, and right now they're rolling to a 1 seed. Renfro steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be drugged down. And big 63 there to bring him down. Curtis Harrison.
Harrison on the stop, number 63.
And we got a whistle.
Flag on the play.
It's like a flag on the play. And they're going to call sideline warning against the Bulldogs. So just a warning, Gary, happens again, then there will be a penalty.
There'll be a penalty, correct, Jordan.
Down now and 5 yards to go. With the ball resting on about the 40.
Tell you what, Newman, South Plaquemines, they're in the game right now. Newman has a 14-13 lead in the 4th quarter.
Wow.
Fruche goes for a minimum pickup. Going to bring up 4th down. We've seen a similar thing this evening. A lot of 4th downs where Iota has had to make some decisions.
You're right.
Red River with a 16-8 lead on Oakdale in the 4th quarter.
3 yards to go.
Avoyles with a 26-24 lead on Kinder in the 3rd quarter.
Right.
4th down, offense stays on the field. Try to draw him off sides there.
Almost did. He kind of flinched, but he didn't get across.
Halfway point here in the 4th quarter. And Gary, what do I see over there walking onto the field?
Timeout.
What do I see walking on the field, Gary?
Where?
We got 5 minutes and 41
around the 10-yard line.
4th quarter.
Looks like the district title.
The Bulldogs 11.
Looks like the district championship shirts are making their way to the sideline.
That's what it looks like.
So we'll step away, 5:41 to play. We'll give you some scores from around the state of Louisiana, some more. Menor leads Quebec 21-7. Rose Pine leads East Beauregard 12-0. DeQuincy leads Vinton 27-8.
Looks like Rose Pine's trying to get that first one of the season.
You're right.
Yeah.
ERAF leads Abbeville 42-14, well on their way to a district title and wrapping up the 1 seed going into the playoffs. Bunkie leads Marksville 30-6. Jennings leads Westlake 50-0.
Wow. I didn't see that score.
4th down, Renfro calls his own number, and Gary, when not much is going right tonight, you can say Renfro, he's played great ball here in 4 quarters.
You're right, Jordy.
And salute to that young man, the general of this offense.
You're right, Jordy. It's just sometimes, no matter how good you play against a team that's on that night, they're a little bit better than you. And that's what that defense is doing right now. They're holding them in check.
Final score, Gina beats Bunkie 46-6.
on the carry.
Gina's bounced back in a big way these last couple weeks since the Bunkie loss.
You said Bunkie. You said Bunkie.
My correction, Buckeye.
Okay, I was getting ready to say, wait a minute, Bunkie they didn't play them.
Gina beats Bunkie. Gina beats Buckeye 46-6.
All of our Bunkie fans are going to be calling and talking to you, boy.
I'm reading the wrong name here.
I think me and Enoch both look like going to say, what? Wait a minute, what?
Renfro looks, taking a shot down the field, and he throws this one out of bounds.
Way too far. Oh.
And the pass falls incomplete. And it's 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Lake Charles College Prep beats South Beauregard 41-20. They're starting to peak.
Yeah, they're starting to gel right now. Their team is starting to come together. I don't want to play them in the playoffs. Look out.
Let's check out that score, the big one up north. Right now, Alexandria leads Neville 35-9.
Jeez.
My
35
goodness.
to 9.
Renfro looks, throws his middle screen, and 63 gets a big hand on it.
Wow.
Seems like we called Curtis Harrison's name quite a few times tonight.
You right, Jordy. You right.
There'll be 4 down and 7 yards
Yes.
to go. The ball resting on the
Gary, is Alexandria sending a statement to the state right now?
Alexandria is sending a statement to everybody in Louisiana.
And you know what else that means? Holly's Lock of the Week's about to be 10-0. 4th down, Renfro.
Alexandria
Steps up in the pocket.
No, she picked Alexandria over Neville.
Fires a pass, falls incomplete, and it will be turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs. Oh, my God, man.
And now you're a 1st down away from running this clock out. And the defense tonight has played insane.
You're right, Jordy. This defense is probably one of the best I've seen in a while. To stick with these receivers, to contain, basically contain the running game. Man, great all-around effort for the defense. Great all-around effort for the defense.
With the ball resting on about
I'm going to cut it in half.
43-yard line.
1st and 10. Gary, I like to see this here. You get some guys out. That's
Right.
new back in the game.
Correct.
Remember, the game's well in hand here. You do not want to lose anybody with the playoffs looming.
Most definitely. You do not want anybody to get hurt for the playoffs.
Ball resting now on the 49-yard line.
Second and about 5.
Second and let's call it 4, Gary.
Okay.
Bleeding this clock away.
Most definitely, Jordy. Letting it run.
And Raiders, they've had a lot of success this evening. You got to think to yourself, those snaps have been a little
high.
a little slow to get to the quarterback. That's going to be something they're going to need to work on next week.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, depending on who they're going against, if they get somebody with a quick defense coming in there, they're going to have some trouble.
Alex, wouldn't you agree? The snaps is probably the only thing tonight that has been
questionable.
Everything else has been looking really good. 3rd and 2 for the Raiders. Hand off to number 32. Getting some work in here late in the 4th.
1st down.
Dontrell Atron. What you got, Gary? What you got?
The one that's running the ball, that's he's Travis Etienne, and Trevor Etienne's first cousin.
There we go, a little HM bloodline here.
That's right.
You're looking at the future of the Raiders here late in the 4th. Letting it take away, almost on for victory formation.
Won't be long, won't be long.
And Gary, you start to see the shirts start to come out the box.
Right. All you can say now is basically just, keep doing what they're doing. I mean, they're running the ball, they're moving it up, eat that clock up. Iota's not going to try to stop it. It's pretty much inevitable, so, something. All right.
Iota, you took one off the chin tonight, my friend. You gotta come back to work next week.
Right.
Get ready for the playoffs.
Hopefully it'll get the.
You know they're going to host a first-round playoff game.
Right. Hopefully we'll have an idea.
Number 32, HN, boy, he was close to breaking that one.
Right. Man.
And I think Coach Edwards might throw up the V and say, it's time for victory formation.
I'm sure.
So at this time, we want to say congratulations to the district champion Northwest Raiders. They had to share the title a year ago, Gary.
Yeah.
There won't be a share this year.
No, this year's this year is 100% theirs.
Gonna run another play here. HN getting another carry.
HN on the carry. The short game.
And that is ball game, Jordy.
And they don't even have to snap it if they don't want to.
They don't have to snap it again. It is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can now say the Northwest Raiders are the district champions. And you take this momentum into the playoffs, and watch out, Raiders could have something cooking. They coming off of a semifinal appearance a year ago.
You're right.
Why not Northwest?
I'll tell you what, Jordy, great ball game. You know, Northwest really flexed their muscles and showed their defense all three phases of the game. And I tell you what, well deserved. You know, for the Raiders. You know, all you can say is congratulations, but don't sleep on this Iota team.
They got to bounce back.
They got to bounce back.
Got to bounce back. Got to get back to work, because you know postseason football in round one will be right back at both of these teams' home fields.
Oh, yeah.
Next week or 6 weeks from now.
Yeah, we don't know when. Well, hopefully we'll find something out real soon. You know, that's kind of crazy, and, you know, we'll talk about that more. But, man, congratulations to the Northwest Raiders. Great job.
Absolutely, my friend. Your final thoughts of this one, Enoch?
Domination by that Northwest defense. That Northwest defense played lights out. They showed up and made a statement. Congratulations to the Northwest Raiders on that outright district title. Now, we'll see how far they jump up in the playoffs, and we'll see what happens when that day comes. But congratulations, guys. Y'all earned it.
Enoch, they were sitting where in the rankings coming into tonight? 12 or 13?
They were sitting at 12 because of some of the games that happened earlier on. They moved up a spot from Thursday. With a win like this,
they might crack top 10.
Yeah, hopefully so for them. I mean, if their non-district helps them out a little bit more, like if Barb finds a way to win that game, then they have a legit shot. Maybe getting top 8.
Enoch, I don't think Iota's going to move much. This is you lose to a team that's 8-2. It's not a bad loss.
No.
The score doesn't reflect both of these ball clubs.
Most definitely. Look out.
This is just one of those, for Iota, it's just one of those nights where things just don't go your way. It just wasn't their night. But if they move down 1 or 2 spots,
I think they might fall and still stay inside the top 10.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get quite 10. They'll probably finish 8 or 9.
Hey, how about this moment here? They're gonna throw the football up. Everyone will hit the ground. They're gonna say boom, Gary.
Yeah, that's very.
Start a new tradition here.
Over here.
They're all lined up in a circle. And they're going to let the big lineman, number 78, throw it up in the air. And they all going to hit the ground. That's district champions. Congratulations, Coach Edwards. Phenomenal football coach here at Northwest.
Absolutely, man.
He's going to be the district. He's going to be the district coach of the year also. You know that's coming.
He's got to be. With what he's done this year, most definitely. Great program.
Yeah, district secure for Northwest. Now, as does Iota, they wait for another day. They wait for another home game. These guys will both be hosting them, waiting to see who they're going to end up playing in that Division 2 non-select. Might be one of the best all-around districts coming into this playoffs. You got a lot of really good teams.
And let me throw something at y'all, fellas.
Go for it.
don't count out a rematch between these two.
Oh, yeah.
Because if one jumps to 10 and the other jumps to 7, or one jumps to 8 and the other one jumps to 9, you can see this in the second round.
Most definitely.
Yes, you can. It just depends on who gets to 8 and who gets to 9 where the game will be played. So, but
Gary.
Yes, sir.
Statement in North Louisiana right now.
What you got?
Alexandria leads Neville 42-9.
Looks like Ash is back.
I did not see that, but man, Alexandria, look out. I don't know
baby.
if I want to play them.
Alexandria, Edna Carr, Acadiana. I mean, who else in that? Catholic of Baton Rouge. That's going to be some fun in Division I Select.
You got Turtles and STM as well.
Fireworks. Going to happen.
Yes.
I got a 49-32 lead for Opelousas Catholic at this time.
Sharon
Oh, wow.
Opelousas Catholic looks
St.
like they're
Ed's is
spoiling a
smiling.
perfect season.
You're right.
Blue Jays is smiling right now.
Yeah, and we covered them last night, so they got a lot to smile about coming in to whenever our brackets get released.
So let's step away and discuss player of the game honors, my friends.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. Gary Swallow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's time to give player of the game honors out at this time. Gary, when your horse goes down early with an ankle injury, somebody had to step up, somebody had to come off the bench, and your backup running back.
And he had a game, Jordy.
Number 5, Samuel Leday had himself quite a night once Kevon Johnson went down with the injury. But he had 2 or 3 touchdowns, big-time yardage, and he had a healthy dose once that one. That once he came in.
Yes.
So we'll give Under the Lights Player of the Game honors to himself, Gary.
Oh, most definitely. Well deserved, Mr. Ledee. And couldn't be any prouder of that. To come off the bench after your star goes down with ankle injury, all you can say is congratulations. Well deserved.
Final score here from Raider Stadium. Raiders win the district title 36-11. So I'll head on downstairs, talk to Victoria's head football coach, and give player of the game honors.
You go ahead. I got you. Your phone. You see his phone.
All right.
Hello. I can hear.
Somebody give us a thumbs up in the chat if we have audio.
Yeah. You can hear us, guys.
Jordy's going to be walking down to the field to present our player of the game honor and our interview with the coach.
Not yet. Yes, we got a thumbs up in the chat. They can hear us, Jordy.
All right. Going down.
Got there, that's the most awesome feeling you can ever have.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, just give us a few minutes for Jordy to make his way down to the field so he can talk to the coach and to our player of the game. Enoch, let's talk about the game as a whole. Wasn't it an exciting ball game, but total domination by Northwest?
Yeah, I had alluded to it a little bit earlier. Northwest defense, to me, was the key. They had the front seven was clicking. They were stopping the run early, and they were doing it often.
Right.
But that pass defense and the back end, no fly zone. They didn't allow for many completions at all. A lot of the stuff was underneath.
Right.
But it didn't really seem like Iota really had. It didn't seem like Iota really had much as far as the timing goes. It looked like the timing was off. So.
Right.
Just one of those things where it happens, I believe that for Iota, it wasn't their night. It was a rough go. But for Northwest, it's got to be a great feeling. You take the district title off of a complete performance. Offense was clicking, and the defense was outstanding.
Right. And I got to give Iota. They did show some life. Back, whenever they scored their touchdown in that 2-point conversion, they did get some success on the rollout and the pass. But overall, Northwest defense, they just stood up and just said, no, sir.
Yeah, they did. That defense from Northwest.
Hang on, guys. Jordy's trying to find everybody.
Yeah, he's going to give us a signal whenever, and we'll unmute him to where we can hear get you the interviews. Just want to make it to where there's no reverb in the chat beforehand. So I think he's looking for our player of the game.
Yeah. He's standing right there. We're waiting on everybody.
Yep.
There he is.
Yes, sir. Sitting here with Victoria's head football coach, Coach Chris Evers. Coach, what a night. And first off, we wanted this step up. I want you to speak about these seniors, Coach, these last 4 years. What does a night like this mean for this program and what they've done?
Just a combination of everything, man. A combination of everything coming together tonight. Senior night. These guys win the district championship. A great feeling for them. Great feeling for the coaching staff, and just happy for them, man. These guys worked their butts off for 4 years, and I always say they start to see the fruits of their labor, man. The kids start to believe, and they start seeing success. So hopefully, just gonna keep it going in the right direction.
Coach, here in week 10, you've got to see your team play 10 weeks of ball. Is this right now the most complete game you've had this year?
Probably so. Defense came together, didn't give up many points at all. We lost a key part of our offense tonight, so it kind of scrapped the whole game plan. So I was just happy that we was able to score some points with our Kevon. Samuel Day came in and did a good job. ATN came in, did a great job at the end to close the game out with some power running. So like I tell our guys, we are deep at every position. Injuries don't really hurt this team if they pay attention in practice and stay ready. We'll be ready to go.
So let's talk about losing Kevon early. You have an injury report for us.
He has a high ankle sprain. He was able to walk on it. Don't know if he'll be able to go next week. We're going to start treating him tonight throughout the whole weekend, and he'll get 7 days of treatment, and we'll evaluate him on Thursday.
Coach, we said in the broadcast upstairs, who's the next guy now that's going to step up? And you had a couple of them. Greg Malvo stepped up in some big-time runs, but Samuel Ade, my friend, won player of the game honors tonight, coming off the bench, and the way he ran tonight, it was a good feeling knowing you got some reliable backs right there at any time.
Sammy was projected to be the starting running back this year. Just a situation where Kevon moved into our zone, moved back home to his home school, and Sammy took it on the chin. He didn't mind being a backup, and kind of took him a little while to get going this year. He was in a wreck about 3 weeks ago, so he's kind of just getting back. Yeah, that looked like 5 from last year. So right now is the perfect time he's getting in last year's shape. Because he averaged about 10 yards a carry last year himself for the whole year. So if I can get him going, get Kevon back. If he's 80%, he's better than most. So we're just trying to get him back.
Coach, I want to talk about the line of scrimmage right now. You guys, I'm sure from over the years, you love it when you control the line of scrimmage in games, and that's where Northwest is built.
That's where the games are won, man. It doesn't matter who you have at quarterback, running back, receivers. If you don't have guys to block for and protect them, D-line, if you don't have guys to get pressure and shut down the run, you're spinning your wheels. So our front seven on defense, and our big guys on offense are going to keep us in most games. So I just hope that we can stay healthy.
Coach, final question for you. Moving forward right now, what's your key takeaways from tonight? What's going to have to happen next week? Because we will have postseason football here. Not sure when the timeline will be, but we will see round one football right back here.
I just want my guys to focus in and know it's 1 week at a time now. There's no more next week, no more correcting mistakes. We got to go 1-0 every week, and we got a veteran football team. So it's time not to make mistakes. If we want to take this serious and make it run like these kids and the coaches talk about, we got to show up their mistakes and play good, clean football.
Coach, thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. I want to throw one more stat line at you. And Under the Lights covers the Northwest Raiders. They're now 6-0.
Make sure you come back. Thank you, guys.
Coach, congratulations. Enjoy it. Gary Swallow, looking at the district champs.
Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all's support, guys. Thanks,
All right, now he's going to interview the player of the game.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, coming into your living rooms right now, player of the game honors tonight, number 5, Samuel Ade. Congratulations, friends. I got a action right now. Getting back healthy after the car accident earlier in the year, but how do you feel right now coming off of a big district title win?
I feel great, I'm proud of my team, proud of everything that we've been through, We had a few ups and downs, but, glad to be here.
When you lose Kevon Johnson early, you knew it was time. You got to go and get it done at that moment.
Yeah,
it's not going to be a 1-2 punch the rest of the way. You were going to have to have the bulk of the load, and you took that on our own at full display. Talk to me about your night. Talk to me about the offensive line that blocks in front of you. The offense looked really good tonight.
Yeah, offense looked amazing. It just on my end, I just uncomfortable. Just feel uncomfortable. But it doesn't take that much. Get back in the swing of things.
Hey, let's talk about when you scored that second or first touchdown here in this game. Not sure which one it was, but when you're coming off the sideline, the first reach you was Kevon Johnson. The relationship right there and the brotherhood on this football team.
Yeah, I say we're like a dual flame. Some people say, we look alike, so we like to keep that twin, energy going. Every time he scores, I'm the first one. Every time I score, he's the first one.
The offensive line all season have been creating big holes, but tonight none bigger than what you and Greg Malvo and Chavis had to run through tonight. Offensive line have done the work this year, and they don't get enough credit.
The offensive line, that's how the whole offense got to flow, It all goes to them. They did amazing tonight. Love them.
36-11 district champions. How does that sound?
That sounds amazing. That sounds great.
How you going to celebrate a big-time win tonight?
Really some rest. Probably a good meal. But really some rest,
Back to work tomorrow morning, correct?
Yes,
sir. Talk to me about your defense real quick before you get on out of here. Those guys held a good offense to 11 points, come out in the second half, come out for 4 quarters and really dominated. What do you speak about that group?
Defense, they always do, utmost I love the defense. They keep the game going.
Some great battles at practice, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Amazing battles.
Ladies and gentlemen, player of the game tonight, Samuel Aday. Congratulations. Enjoy it. And what an honor it was to call your game tonight.
Yes,
congratulations, district champions. Gary, sending it back up to you guys upstairs. Send my love to the rest of the guys in the locker room.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Congratulations to our player of the game. Jordy's going to be getting his picture, then we're going to be signing off. First thing I want to say is great job, great atmosphere, district championship. Congratulations to the Northwest Raiders for doing a great job. Controlling home field and just doing an awesome job. Their defense, their offense, even with adversity where their star goes down, they rose to the occasion and dominated. Great job. What do you think, Nima?
I think this Northwest team is for real. I think they have been all season long, but finally seeing it in person really showed me, hey, this team is really good. They got a lot of speed on that defense. They're able to recover from mistakes quickly if they end up making one. But honestly, it was a complete defensive game for them on that side of the ball. Like I said, secondary did great. Defensive line did great. When your defense plays great as a whole, great things happen, and you can hold a team to 11 points like that.
Right.
So, and then.
Well, I understand. Well, we're going to basically be shutting it down. Thank you, guys. God bless you all for supporting Under the Lights. Thank you all to all of the supporters that we have, all the coaches. God bless everybody. Make sure you have safe travels on your way home for the Iota fans and the Raider fans.
Yep.
Make sure that you just think about high school football. Congratulations to all the seniors. God bless all the crew, Mr. Enoch, Jordy, and everybody involved. Thank you for supporting Under the Lights. And we will see you at the recap show later.
Forever UTL.